Hey, look at that, a new patch. That means we need to create a new character. Just keep in mind that since this is the EPTU, things can be adjusted still patch per patch. All right, let's get to it. Okay, female, male, female, male. Okay, the last time I made one was a female, so I'm going to go back to making a male. By the way, if you regret your decision, you can always go back to body type and change it back if you wish. So I don't want to waste a lot of your time going through every little small detailed look at all the different options. So we're just going to cover the basics here. You change the skin tone. You could change the eye color. You could add freckle opacity and sunspot opacity. I'm not going to keep any of the sunspots. I'm going to take those away, but I do like the freckles. And if you really don't want to mess with that, you could just use this bar at the top that gives you 15 different options. Going on to the hair. This is pretty self-explanatory. There's just different hair models. You can swing that hair around, see just how pretty you are. Under the hair, there are these little subcategories. So once you make your selection, you can move on to facial hair. And again, you could just play around with these and choose whichever one you like. After that one, we have eyebrows. Again, pretty straightforward. Just select whichever one you would like. But then we get to the fun part. Hair dye. If you care about your hair color, this is the screen that you're probably going to be spending most of your time on. It starts off pretty straightforward. You can choose whatever you want your hair color to be out of the natural selection. There are different variations that kind of changes the texture of the hair. You can change if you want any dye and how much of your hair you want to dye. There's dye variation, which will do essentially the same thing as the variation above, but for dye. And then you can choose whatever dye color you want. The slider down here allows you to further adjust and tweak the hair dye. There is a toggle up here that allows you to dye your roots, so it gets rid of the natural hair color. This allows you to get some of those really fun and funky colors if you want them in your hair. There we go. I think I like that. You can dye your facial hair by selecting the next subcategory up here. This operates in the exact same way as the hair on the top of your head, except for it affects your beard, or whatever facial hair you do have. If you want to just mimic what's on the top of your head, you can hit apply from hair. Then you can tweak from there if you wish. I kinda like the beard normal, although a snowy white beard is kind of handsome. So I'm going to keep that a natural hair color. And then the next subcategory is in regards to your eyebrows. And everything said before applies here too. Just like with the facial hair, I'm going to keep the eyebrows a natural color. The next tab deals with styling. Here it allows you to add any type of kind of like makeup that you wish to the face. There's nothing, a little bit, and a lot of it. Kind of have like a smoky look if we want. And with the advanced tab, it opens up 3 more sliders to allow you to tweak and modify it even further. I'm actually going to go with no makeup here. And then you also have lips that you can apply makeup with the same 3 sliders under advanced. And with cheeks, the same. I'm going to turn off all the makeup for this character. Lastly, at the bottom, you have all these different icons. You have save. Supposedly, you're going to be able to save these characters. You have a reset, which if you hit this button, it's going to reset it all to normal. All the options you changed are going to go away. You're going to have to rebuild it. It's not a reset of whatever tab you're on. It's a reset for the whole character. You have an undo button, a redo button, you have a randomizer, and then a randomizer all. So if you want to just randomize a whole new character. And then lastly is review. You do a little turn on the catwalk, you have a chance to load or save your character, and then accept. CIG has been working really hard to try to get 3.23 out the door. There have been a lot of patches. However, I do not think the character creator is going to see pretty much any big change from here on out. If anything, there might be some tweaks and adjustments here and there. But now, adventurers, that is all we have for this video today. If you learned anything, please leave a like down below. We're on that journey to 1,000 subscribers. Adventurers, I appreciate every single one of you. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, bye-bye.
Bye.